someone has been working on themselves. It's like they want to come back and say, look at who and what I've become, everything you knew that I could be. Okay, this is the energy that's coming through. But they keep coming across obstacles, setbacks, the feeling of that. And they're starting to think that this is their purpose. It's part of their purpose. But they're not realizing something. There's something here where it's like they're still being fueled by some kind of inner child that just doesn't feel good enough until they reach a certain something, an achievement, a success. And right about now, they've got this idealized version of themselves that they think is in somebody else's mind. And that's the only acceptable version of them to come through with. And it's not the case. What they don't realize is everything that they are within themselves, their devotion to their path, they're wanting to really fulfill that beautiful divine purpose of theirs. Their heart that's fueling them, that is what makes them more than enough. I don't think they realize this. They think that they need to come through with all these successes and achievements. It's a really big thing for somebody. You know, I think they've understood, so they've tried to understand their path, their journey, their situation, but it's kind of still being seen through a lens that they need to clear through. And the beautiful thing about it is this is what they get to clear through. This is something, one of their karmic cycles, if you will, that they need to clear through. And I think that actually they think that they're operating in a way that's so much more productive, so much more in their divine alignment, whatever, you know, which is beautiful, but they're missing the biggest warning sign in front of them, which is what is actually fueling their forward movement. Is that inner child not feeling good enough? It's a big deal for this person. They are enough. This is you, you are enough. Just for you being you. And the craziest thing is here, it feels like the person or whoever you want to move towards, by the way, this doesn't have to be love, it could be a mentor or someone who's really important to you. They see you like that. They're you presenting as you are, not with your achievements that you're so striving towards and you keep getting setbacks, not that. You just being you, true to you, your authentic expression, your heart following you following your heart. It's going to be more than enough. They're going to accept you. And you have proof of this. They've accepted you in that version of you before. And it's a two-way thing. Maybe you feel like you need to make up for something, if that's the case, but you know, people talk about, when you're talking about connections and love in like romantic or that kind of connection, the undertones of sexual romantic relationships, right? People can automatically assume that you're giving someone your heart. They have it within their power to hurt you, to break your trust, etc., etc. But what's really not maybe spoken on or understood as much is actually the people you choose to be your family, the people you choose to ride by your side, the friendships, those kind of connections and relationships. Because when those fall apart or they fall away, that's a whole different type of heartbreak. I think someone here maybe is some kind of mentor, someone they really look up to. Or it could be truly a connection that truly awoken their heart space. And their third eye, I'm seeing things in a whole new way. Okay, but right about now, someone needs to step back and recognize it's not about that ideal version that you've created in your own mind, by the way. Maybe what you're seeing outside of you, sure, but you've created this idealized version of yourself, and it's not that's being waited on, right? It's you being true to you, you devoting yourself to your path, you saying yes to your divine truth, always striving for light, you know, that energy. Like, I can feel that's what you're doing your best to do. But the density comes in when you don't realise that that's what's fueling you. So you need to start seeing your worth. Not through the falsity. And I think this is someone who's been doing so beautifully and clearing through and stepping into that, like, that power within, that strength and that courage within. Because I think there's a few part of them that feels like they know they have to. And that, like, drives them. But at the same time, what they're not realising is, look at who you've become. It was never about what you had on the outside. It wasn't about the material stuff, the accolades, you know, all the eyes on you or whatever. It's not about that at all. It was about who you were being within you. That's what makes all the difference here. So someone needs to recognise that, because this is a message for someone who You've been doing beautifully. But even sometimes when you're healing, there's those blind spots, and this is one of those. Actually, it looks like a big progress, but this is about small steps, baby steps, because your inner child still needs some love and compassion, and that beautiful leadership and protection from you now. You are enough. Tell them that. More than enough. And it's not because you've, met this milestone or somebody else told you that's what makes you successful or whatever. It's not that. It's that beautiful alignment within, and that's the stuff you can't see. Technically, yes, it manifests in certain ways, but okay. It's a beautiful message. There's a lot of emotion in this message. I think this is someone who's been cycling through a lot of different kind of emotion and learning how to heal and cycle through that. Okay, that's beautiful. And you have got healthy tools in place, but sometimes we need to just pause, take stock, maybe a bit of reflection. That actually, hold on, I've been doing great. There's just a little bit, hold on, that's still my little inner me still thinks that I'm not good enough, that maybe that's not going to be good enough. Actually, I don't think you realize you're more than enough. Yeah, you are that beautiful sun, that star within you. It's powerful. You just got to tap into that, because my God, you must be so powerful. Your purpose is strong. And if this is somebody who did see you as that version of you that you're so striving towards, they already saw that, they knew that you could be that. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's the only way that they're going to accept you, because they accepted you already. Yes, clearly this feels like someone who inspires you to be the best version of you, which is beautiful. Those are the kind of people you want in your life, from a place of love, from the heart, not pain and pressure and or, feeding into shadow at all, but actually allowing you to reconnect to your heart. And if that truly is that person, then they truly are mirroring something to you, because that, like I said, they'd accept you exactly as you are. But what they're showing to you without even realizing maybe is everything that is preventing you from moving forward, which already exists within you, which is that worthiness. You are enough. Just you are enough. Your authentic expression is so valued. It's so needed, and that's what you need to move forward with. Your authentic expression. And devotion to your path can sometimes look like keeping on top of that shadow as well. Yeah. It's something that you get better at as you go along. That's the whole point. It doesn't just go from dark to light, it doesn't work like that. I always say shadow and light work together. They're not just one or the other. They work simultaneously. I'm just going to quickly get your card. You put a lot of pressure on yourself. Maybe there's some things that you didn't achieve when you were younger, but you had different ways of achieving and succeeding. And I think that you're fueled by success, but oh my God. What you don't realize is it's all been about what's happening internally within you all along. This is a card of beginnings. This is a card of endings. Scorpio, death card. Scorpio season, but this is spring. New beginnings, fertile, fresh, springing into action. This actually does say rapid growth as well with that beginnings energy. So I feel like what you don't realize is you're still in this energy, and I think you're in this, you think that you're in this beginnings energy, but there's this that you're still just about closing out, and you're getting there, you're so close. Just that one thing that you need to let go of. And that's a weight of expectation, which, by the way, no one is putting on you outside of you. This is specifically for this person, this message is coming through. It's what you're doing to yourself. The pressure that your inner child had to be perfect or ideal or meet some kind of quota or whatever, tick boxes. You're still putting that on yourself. It's time to stop. It's time to release that, time to let go, time to oh my God, the Emperor underneath that as well. Time to recognize you have it within you. You have that within you. You're stepping into your power. You are. I think that you might be a leader. That mentor keeps coming through. You might be the mentor that others need, the leader. So maybe actually what you're striving towards and how you're doing it probably might not even be connected to your true ultimate goal where you're going, which you clearly can't see. Because like I say, your obstacles and setbacks are coming through for a reason. You need to let go of that ideal, perfect self or whatever. Try to see that you are enough. You're at a point where you're ready to take action. This Emperor is action oriented, it says, and this card also says action, springing into action. okay? The only thing that's standing in the middle of those two cards is this, the Death card. You're going through a transformation, but you're very close to completely shedding that past, okay? It says letting go, endings, total overhaul. And maybe it has come with some kind of breakups and that kind of thing, you know. That's why that message came through before. You've had to release a lot, and that's why sometimes when it's happening so externally, it can be hard to recognize where still internally you're still holding yourself back. That's why this message has come to you at that exact perfect time, okay? You've got this. Beautiful energy here. There's going to be something you're going to actually not only give birth to, but you're going to actually maintain and help to grow. So something you're going to be able to water, something beautiful. Okay? Hold faith in you, your worth. Solar plexus work. Sometimes it's those people that have believed in you the most that you feel like you owe something to. But everybody, no matter who they are that comes across your way, is guiding you onto your soul path in some way or another. Like I said before, you're walking each other home, realizing it or not. And more than anything, the best way in which you can, give back is finding your alignment. It's not just in this 3D physical world. Your souls are where you're going to find the truest success. So stay true to your path. That's one of the biggest successes that you can be doing right now. And that means not chaining yourself to 3D expectations. Like this Emperor is very, knows what he's doing, takes a lead, takes action here in the 3D, grounds it down, Really very protective energy as well. It's coming through with this one. Colour red could be really important for somebody. That root chakra, yeah, exactly. He owns the root chakra, this guy over here, the Emperor, right? That energy within, that divine masculine within. So yes, hone in on that, but recognize where your intuition is also guiding you for a reason. Don't block it off. Okay, like I said, it's a blind spot sometimes, and that's okay. Take time, reflect, pause. You are making progress, whether you realize it or not, step by step. Okay, process of arrival. Just going to see what else you need moving forwards quickly. You're called to, okay, so this is about detaching. You've been choosing silence. You've been in almost like very cold. You might have felt like it's a cold energy. This is communication though, so you've been working on manifesting some stuff quickly, and maybe there's new communication moving forward. Winter time is going to be very important, okay? Yeah, I think you need to do some contemplation, some reflection, okay, before you take this action, this step, this leap of faith. It's bringing into action. Yeah, you've got the Tower. So that's sudden change. Again, there's action on all these cards. But I think this is energy of just being mindful of what's fueling your action. Because there's still that karmic cycle that you're clearing through, your worthiness. Because however you're received shouldn't determine anything. Oh my God, just as I said that, this is Saturn, Daddy of Karma, cycles, it says on here, duty, accomplishment, structure, time, as in karmic loops over time. So it's confirmation. You're clearing through this right now. So make sure that's not what's fueling you. Because otherwise, however you're received might truly impact you, and that's going to show you how you're still in your shadow. You're still in your shadow. Okay. You've got this. You've been through enough, whoever this is, I can feel it. You've been through enough shadow. You've been through enough towers, sorry. Oh, that's interesting. You've been through tower after tower whilst you've been trying to hold it down, reconstruct it the same way, same people, same environments, wherever it is. Time to do things differently, trust your intuition. Feels like things are fluid right now. Your emotional capacity is transforming. You're finding compassion in yourself. Communication, air sign energy as well. Things are active right now. Something's developing, and it's your action to take communication. Something about that is important. Taurus as well, Hierophant. So you do want to ground this down, but you want to do it right. And this says idealistic on that card, so be mindful that you're not just creating that image in your mind that you need to live up to and others need to live up to. It's not about that anymore. 3D will flow in how much you surrender to it, the divine unfold, and how much you stay in your alignment. Which means see through everything that's been holding you back. The devil, the shadow self, the restrictions, materialism. So clearly that success is a big deal to you. Yeah, don't let that fuel you, and that's okay. It's not about having pressure on yourself, but it's about recognizing when maybe still you just need to take some time, because you are trusting in the divine timing of this, and that's the beauty of it, okay? You've changed so much. Take some time to reflect on that, truly. And then understand your driving force and make sure it's not this curtain of this devil energy, you know, that you can't see past. See past it. You've got the tools in place now. You've got water signs and air signs on the table. Wherever you're going, you're not going to, all your accomplishments and successes and accolades externally, that's not going to be what finds you in alignment with wherever you're going. They're going to want to see what's happening within you. That's what's going to make the difference. Lover's energy, Gemini, that's your alignment. That's the love coming together, your heart space, taking the lead. Virgo energy is with that as well, the Hermit showed through. So Mercury energy is big. Wintertime again, this is unfolding over the next 4 weeks. Got Aquarius as well. Wow. Again, just as I said, that Mercury and Aquarius, so those are important, okay? Okay, so this is to do with manifesting quickly, and there's communication, there's ideas. You know what you want to do. You want to move forward. You want to take action. This is just coming through to remind you about what is fueling your action. You know, not that idealism. You know, trust me when I say it's what's been happening internally within you. Twin flame card, you could resonate with that 1111. So really, they are mirroring to you then, whoever this is. Whatever's happening internally within you is going to be the biggest thing that somebody will respond to, whether they realize it or not consciously. That's going to be the biggest thing. Okay, judgment, transformation, complete overhaul. There's a rebirth. And the judgment call is within you. Are you going to allow this to drive you? Or are you going to take your time, step back, do some reflection and see what actually still needs to be closed, and it's okay, take your time. Because it's the internal change that's going to make the huge difference here. Not the external. Not for this. Okay? You've got this. Sending love.